What's good, agents? It's been a minute, and up next we're tackling the newly released Street Fighter 6. But before we get into any guides, combos, etc., did you peep what just happened at the start of this video? The background becomes a pixelated mess. Now, I'm running a card with low VRAM, the GTX 1650, but I've got news for you. We can fix that, and I'm going to show you how. And if you find this video helpful, consider subscribing for more Street Fighter 6 content. Now, let's fix our visual fidelity. So what we're going to do is go ahead and hop in here and check out how Capcom has just thrown us at low quality settings. Like the internal resolution is not even 100% of 1080p, which we're going to fix that. But we're going to go through some of these settings instead of just throwing the solution at you, so you can kind of understand some of what's happening with relation to your graphics card and these settings. Now, we can turn up the background object density in the internal resolution so that we can actually be at 1080p. The max frame rate is pretty much like the menu screens. And I'm not sure if the battle hub itself, but I mean, you can put this to 60, 30, it won't hurt anything. Ambient occlusion is just making shadows have more depth, be more shadowy, essentially. Screen space reflections are an overall post-processing effect of doing exactly what it says. We're going to turn off VSync. Of course, we're using RTSS on the PC, and the motion blur we're going to turn off. We can leave the NPCs in the background as standard. The battle hub can get kind of shaky, so we're going to leave it as is, and we're going to turn on subsurface scattering to get that nice little look that we have going on. And that last bit down there for the aliasing, I think it's a TAA, or we're going to turn that up. We're going to crank other settings up, but the main one that is affecting the pop-in or the blurriness is the mesh quality. And the mesh quality is dealing with how many details or vertices or the polygonal shapes that go into the detail of objects. So we can crank that down because this game looks beautiful regardless. We're going to go ahead and turn the shader and the shadow quality down as well. The sampling is going to be anisotropic filtering, so we're going to just make that times 16. Let's see what that does for us now. All right, and so a very quick way you can tell that this worked is on this screen right here, because it has a problem loading the characters in the background at the same time. So just above the characters' heads, if that detail remains, you know that what you have done has worked and that the pop-in isn't there. So as you can see right here, the character models are still there, the details are looking nice, the subsurface scattering thing is going on, and look at that. The background, the fidelity is being held. Like the rock actually looks like a rock and not a bunch of pixels. And that's because we turned down the mesh quality. But you can play around with the rest for your CPU and GPU combo. But yeah, the 4GB cards are definitely able to handle playing the game. It's not a heavy game, but we just have to know exactly what settings that we're needing to affect to get the results we want. But until next time, this has been AgentR, and I'll be back with some combo stuff and some more modern control focus. So I hope you're having fun with the game. I am. Prove your meta. Peace.